Welcome to the Vineet Loya Show. The goal of this podcast is to share the knowledge and wisdom I accumulated from various sources, such as listening to amazing podcasts, or watching creative videos, TV shows, and movies, or reading insightful books, or having meaningful conversation with people in real life. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did while creating it. In previous episode, I shared Earth mindset to tackle climate change crisis. The E in Earth mindset is to invest in eco-friendly economy or green economy and divest from eco-harmful economy. The A in Earth mindset is to be aware of the events happening in your personal life. Be aware of your impact on your surrounding. Be aware of the major events happening around the world. The R in the Earth mindset is to reduce, reuse, and recycle whenever and wherever and whatever possible. The T in Earth mindset is to travel to different places because traveling can give a unique perspective into lives of different people, different cultures, making you a well-rounded person. The H in Earth mindset is to be hygienic by maintaining your physical, mental, and spiritual health, however you choose to define it. Apply these mindsets in your everyday life and do the right thing by playing your part to tackle climate change crisis by minimizing your personal carbon footprint. One of the best ways to tackle climate change is to force the industries which are harming the environment to change the way they operate. And you can do that by giving your business to eco-friendly products and services. It's not surprising that in the past, economy alone has forced the industries to change. If you're thinking that your personal buying habits cannot change the economy, think again. In fact, the word economy is derived from Greek, which means household management. So basically, economy is built on householders managing their resources. Today, we associate the word economy with any monetary transaction, whether it's production, distribution, trade, or consumption of any goods and services. Although this is the case in our current timeline, historically and culturally, it's not been the case. If you look at some of the existing tribes of hunters and gatherers, you will notice that there is no concept of money. So people in those tribes are not valued based on their positions, but instead based on their skill set to survive. Of course, our society is too complex, and that's why we need more than skill set to function. Possibly this is the reason why early civilizations had barter system to use as transactions, and no wonder it had its own limitations. But with the creation and adaptation of money, the transactions became easier and in some sense fairer. However, that also shifted the value of an individual from what skills they develop to how much money they possess. This shift of how the society value person based on their net worth triggered a lot of social atrocities, such as slavery, wars, injustices towards different cultures and civilizations, to name a few. And the reason the current society don't accept some of these atrocities openly is because of the revolutions led by previous generations. And all those revolutions started when significant amount of people made changes in their personal lives. So basically, our personal finance can change the economy, especially if more number of people participate together. Some of these changes happen naturally, and some are enforced by various institutes or organizations or movements. Right now, there's a trend towards digital economy where instead of carrying physical money, people across the world has adapted to credit cards, debit cards, or mobile apps. This simple change allowed people to spend more because they don't have to carry loads of physical money to make transactions anymore. This change was relatively natural with the advancement of technology. I personally feel that current system has plenty of holes as the physical money had back in the day, and the future money will be based on blockchain. That's a conversation for another time. But I'm curious to see if that transition will be natural or triggered by some movement. Speaking about movements triggering economic changes, in early 1900s, Gandhi reignited Swadeshi movement, which encouraged Indians to produce and use the products manufactured in India and boycott British manufactured goods. This revolt was against British government's agenda of partitioning Bengal, a big northeastern region of India, also famous for Bengal tigers. Irrespective of the political outcome of Swadeshi movement, there was a huge negative economic impact to British Crown. The point I am making is that this movement united Indians and played a crucial part in India's independence. On similar line, mass adaptation of ecological economy will play a crucial role in achieving independence from carbon economy. It goes without saying that current carbon-based economy is unsustainable in long term, and it is unfairly benefiting few countries, few corporations, and is responsible for starting plenty of wars, destroying lives of innocent, brave people, destroying democracies, and causing unrest across the world. And all of this to enrich few rich people. I'll save this conversation for another time. With green economy, we will bring the focus back to what is important, slowing down the rate of climate change. In the past few decades, the technology has advanced to the level where we can tap into relatively unlimited source of energies, such as solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, to name a few. This change is more infrastructural and at macro level. But at the micro level, there are new eco-friendly consumer products popping up every few weeks, if not sooner. When I say eco-friendly consumer products, that includes hardware devices which consume less power and last longer. It also includes smart home devices which can smartly control power consumption of your home appliances. It also includes electric vehicles, which is not dependent on burning fossil fuel. Don't worry if you can't buy better devices every year or can't afford electric vehicle at the current price tag, because economy is not just about spending. It is as much, if not more, about savings. You don't have to buy a new phone with low power consumption. You can just manage the apps which consume more power on your phone. You don't have to install smart home devices. You can just be smart enough to turn off the appliances which are not in use before you leave your home. You don't have to steer an electric vehicle. Just effectively drive and maintain your fossil fueled vehicle. Even a simple task of inflating your car's tires can save you money in terms of mileage and longer life for your car. The way I see it, life is filled with these small hacks which can benefit the environment. All you need is a mindset. Earth mindset. Let me know in the comments below how you are using Earth mindset in your personal life to minimize your personal carbon footprint. Thanks for listening. I hope you find our one-sided conversation valuable. Kindly share it with people in your life. I would love to hear back from you. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Vineet Loya. Also check out my website vineetloya.com. Enjoy rest of your day and stay peaceful.